Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Big shout out to Big Top Farms and Sweetgrass Hemp Co. They've done some amazing things, like making my microwave beep out. They've done some amazing things with CBD oils. I use them myself. I've used them all the way through my cancer prognosis and treatments. I had a great results so far. Patronize these people. They're really good to me. They're really good to everybody. So go check them out. Check out Savage the Boss, Cyclops Gaming, Cyclops Graphics, SavageTheBoss.com. It's on some Facebook gaming. You can also check them out on YouTube. So tonight we're doing wild food. We got some chanterelle mushrooms. I put a picture up on the Facebook page. Some chanterelle mushrooms. Got them all cleaned up with my nice little brush and sliced them up, sauteing in butter. I've got venison backstrap, some butterfly steak, and some honey jalapeno shrimp. So stick with us tonight, and we're going to have all this fun stuff. There's not a whole lot of carbs here, but if you want carbs, Portland Bagel Works. Rick out at Portland Bagel Works. You can look up Portland Bagel Works on Facebook. You'll find him and order up some bagels. He does an amazing job, stupid amazing job. That's Rick Bartell at Portland Bagel Works. So I think that's about it for those guys. We got Al Decker and Eric Smith, top Patreon supporters. They stepped on up to the Patreon page and helping out with that thing. Cameron Reich and my grandson Riley Bradley. They're prep billies on that Patreon page. Go check out the Patreon page. Check me out on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter at Food Hillbilly, and throw out a like and a share and a comment and a subscribe. See what it comes up. We're trying to have fun, trying to do all this cool stuff all the time. You see my wife's wonderful KitchenAid here. That thing does a wonderful job with the grinder. We got the food grinder, turning the excess pieces of venison into summer sausage. There is a video out with summer sausage making as we speak. So with all that done, I'm going to get back onto the real cooking part of this thing. Thank you all for all your support. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Throw it a like and a comment and a share, and I will try to get back to you just as soon as I possibly see it. So thank you once again, and that's it for this intro. Mushrooms. We have chanterelles. We have venison steaks that are marinating in a kind of a cool little glaze thing. We have honey jalapeno shrimp. So what's going to happen is I've got asparagus steaming. I'm going to throw some of this venison in the skillet. I'm kind of hoping that I've got a little bit of sound going on here. Do I have sound? I have sound. So we're going to do all this. That's the ninja right there. Ninja. Take some of these steaks here. Throw them in there. That's going to overpower my sound. That's going to way overpower my sound. So I'm going to pause this and come back to it. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. We got the chanterelles here. I'm going to take some of the woody stem off a little bit and slice this up. Just good enough for sauteing. I got the venison in the skillet. It smells pretty good. I'm hoping it turns out pretty good. My wife despises mushrooms of any kind, so I'm doing these in a separate pan for nephew Mike, the driveway dweller, that acquired these. I guess one of the guys at his work found them when he was hunting, and he went out and picked them. So, which is okay with me. I don't mind somebody else picking them, but this is the last time you hear from me. That's nephew Mike, the driveway dweller. He's the one that's responsible. How's that? So, show of hands. Who likes mushrooms? Who likes wild mushrooms? Who likes wild meat? I said before, this is going to be a wild time when I showed the original picture of these. Kind of hoping everybody got that. And that's it's just nice and soft. So, I'd like to know who likes these things. These are chanterelles. Who digs chanterelles or morels? Morels are really cool. You can get a lot of those in the southeast, like in Missouri. There we go. Turn that camera up a little bit. I put those in butter. Sauteing them in butter. It shouldn't take very long. They really shouldn't take very long. So I am going to rinse my Kai Not So Pro knife off there. I'm going to pause this for a second and I'll come back. All right, boys and girls, we are sauteing. We're cooking right along. I'd say these shrimp are just about done. So we're gonna turn the fire off on those. I like my electric wok. It's kind of cool. So, venison right there, shrimp right there, and right here on the top, right here, is those mushrooms that are sauteing. I've got asparagus gently steaming in the microwave because, you know, that's what microwave's good for. Duck down there, I got a cord running right here. Duck under it, put the plates on top of the two liter bottles of Coke. Well, Diet Coke. But we're about to serve up plates, and I'll do that right here where you can see it all nice and pretty. And my wife doesn't eat mushrooms, so I'll be serving up some venison, some asparagus, and some shrimp. I'm hoping this is the right shrimp. Some time ago, our friends Jill and Ed, we found these honey jalapeno shrimp, and they were so good, so good. I added a little bit of water to the wok, which I probably shouldn't have, to cook it. It'll probably mellow that out a whole lot. So, Jill or Ed, if you're watching this, I found them. They're at my very favorite food place over to the grocery outlet. They are Pacific Seafood, Pacific Crest, right out of Newport. They're producing in 1 pound bags. So I'll let you know if it's the right stuff, if it tastes right. I got venison, chanterelle mushroom sauteing, and asparagus. I'm gonna pause this and record my opening now. How you like that? Here we are, boys and girls. We're plating time. This is my wife's plate. You can tell because there's no mushrooms on it. She despises mushrooms. See these things right here? Those are chanterelle mushrooms, sauteed in butter. Just below that is venison, backstrap, butterfly steaks, harvested early October. And over in that corner You have plated venison backstrap butterfly steaks, honey jalapeno shrimp, and asparagus spears steamed with butter. I'm gonna go take this to my wife, plate me one of these things up, and see just exactly how good this stuff really is for myself. Mushroom Mike, no, that's from the old days. Nephew Mike, the driveway dweller, shall be here soon. He is the proprietor of these here, the chanterelle mushrooms. So one of his guys at work went hunting and they found these instead of what they were trying to hunt. So they picked a bunch of these things and he brought a pound or so of them home. I cleaned them up, sliced them up, throw them in some butter. So we're gonna see what it's all about. I'll check back in a minute.